Hey guys, I have got two things to give to you today. One of them is maybe more of a tip than a frugal find, though I think it could be considered a frugal find as well. The other day, a day not today, I was cutting up mustard greens. And if any of you have ever done that, you know they're a kind of a bouffant thing to be cutting, and though they cook down quite a bit, when you're cutting them, they're just bushy. And as I was cutting them with an extremely sharp knife, I just kind of lost track of where my thumb was in relation to where the knife was, and you know what happened. And it was bad. I think it was probably the worst cut on my finger I've ever had. It went through flesh and fingernail. Oh, it just made me quiver inside. It was just a horrible feeling. It's more creepy than it is painful, though it's not my favorite feeling at that, but you know, just that, oh. And then, of course, the profuse bleeding and trying to get it to stop so that you can bandage it, and a cut on the end of your finger, not easily bandaged. And so, as she often does, Brooke knocked at the door and came to my rescue. Oh, that's a lie. You know Brooke never knocks. But you know what I mean. She came and she was helping me, and as I was trying to fumble around and find what I needed to get myself bandaged up, the thought just occurred to me, because I had cut part of my nail, that I wonder if I could super glue the nail. And then I wondered, well, I wonder if I could super glue the whole thing. And I said to Brooke, who is my expert in all things common sense, because I need one of those, I said, hey Brooke, how about if I just super glue this shut? And I was really expecting her to mock me. I know most of you think Brooke would never mock. Brooke mocks me. Because most of the time I deserve a little mocking. But this time, no. And she said whenever she worked for the vet, he would use super glue to mend small wounds like that. And so I got out my little tube of nail glue, which we have discussed. This is super glue. And I just put it on the end of that thumb and just covered it good, just really got it all over. And it just was amazing. First of all, it took that intense soreness away almost immediately. Now, it was tender to the touch, but it was not that soreness that a fresh cut is. It just immediately took care of that. Then, as it was sealed, it never became infected. And if you have ever had a cut on the end of your finger, I don't care what you do, that sucker is getting infected. It just, if you're a mom, I'm not gonna go there, but it's gonna get infected. Yeah, you know. We still have diapers around here. I mean, I'm assuming that you know that about this family, but should you not know that? Yeah, it's getting infected. I don't care what you do. But unless you follow my tip and put some super glue on that sucker, and you are good to go. Now, you know, especially if you work in the kitchen, even at home, let alone if your job is to work in a kitchen, whenever you get a cut, it's so inconvenient. It slows things down, and especially if it's a fast-paced kitchen, you do not have time for that. And so my thing is just keep one of these babies on you at all times, and I just have started to do that. Seriously. Okay, that was and the reason why that can be a frugal find is they have a product called New Skin, and there may be others. New Skin is the one that I'm familiar with. I looked it up on Wall-Mart.com for 0.03 ounces of the New Skin, and it is a product that is meant to seal and heal. It is for something, I'm not sure, but for the 0.07 tube, for 2 of the 0.07 tubes, 0.07 ounces, to whatever. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, you know what I mean? For the 2 tubes of 0.07 ounces of super glue at Dollar General is $2, so $1 a tube. So good deal there. All right. Then the other day, it wasn't today, it was the other day. I was at church and we were having a spa day. And it was wonderful. Debbie massaged our feet, and no one does that like Debbie. No one. And only people who have had Debbie massage their feet know exactly what I'm talking about. No one does that like Debbie. She's wonderful at it. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that, but okay, so a spa day. I have a friend who I'm sure does not purchase anything based on, is it on sale? I try not to surround myself with too many of those people. It just depresses me. Not really. but you know what I'm talking about. You have a few of those people around you too now. Whether or not you call them friend, will not go there, but this was my friend, and she always looks like $1 million. I'm sure that the purses she carries cost close to $1 million. And this day she came in, and just, you know how when someone smells really good and really expensive, and it's like, oh, you just love it. And I was at this point trying to find a fragrance that I liked on me. Oh, I just fell in love with it, and I said, Carol, what are you wearing? Thinking to myself that if it was something super high dollar, maybe at tax return time I could get a couple of bottles and make that last for the rest of the year. And she just smelled so good. And she just reached in her purse, in her $1 million purse, and pulled out this is what she was wearing, and she said, oh, it's just this cheap stuff I got at Wall-Mart. And I was like, oh my word, manna from heaven, you know, cheap and wonderful at the same time. So I'm going to hold it in front of the camera. I'll try to hold it still so that it will focus on it, but I know it's hard. But anyways, it's Body Fantasies signature. And I'll hold it back. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Okay, you can see the floral design there. And then it is Fresh White Musk is the fragrance. There you go. It did good there. Okay. It was under $7, and that is 8 full ounces. And I've had it a while and still have quite a bit left on it. But for under $7, when I put it on, I put it on. And I get lots of compliments on that. And of course, that's going to be an individual thing. Maybe you're not into the musk kind of side of the fragrance, but you should at least give it a shot because it is truly my favorite fragrance ever. At my favorite price ever. The only thing that could be better is if I could find it at the Dollar Tree, which I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. I feel like I'm doing good to get it under $7. So. Alright, you guys, I hope you have a really great day. God bless you all. We will see you in the next Frugal Finds. Bye-bye.